Hi, so I wanted to make this video because May 11th through the 15th, there's supposed to be possibly some cloud of debris that's coming in from possibly Planet X, the pressure that's coming from that. This was not my words, just people that I follow here. Um, Tom Horn, Mike Brown from NASA on Planet X, Gil Brossard, I think he's the Brazilian who discovered Planet X, Mike from around the world. So I just want you to know that whether this debris comes or not in the next 5 days. I'm talking about debris coming from outer space. So rocks and stones that are coming from outer space from pressure from passing comets, passing planets. And this is a prophesied watch that these people have watched. So I don't know that much about it. I just listened to the experts, and this debris field is supposed to maybe start hitting the Earth over the next 5 days or being affected. But I wanted you to know that it's biblical. And in Revelation 8, I don't believe we're in Revelation 8 yet with the 7 trumpets, where we're going to have the hail and fire mingled with blood and the third of the earth is burned up. But we are going to be there, and we as Christians may not be here then. I'm hoping not. But this is, biblical. So in Revelation 8, first, right before that, I thought it was really cool as I was going to read Revelation 8. Right before that, in Revelation 3 and 4, it talks about the smoke of incense, which is the prayers of the saints, how it ascended to God, and then the angel took the censer and cast it to the earth, and there were thunderings and lightnings. And I love the prayers, that our prayers go up like incense. I love that they go into the nostrils of the Lord. I love that that's an acceptable sacrifice to Him. Our prayers, our tears, our broken hearts, our heart for the world. So that really popped out to me right before I was going to read Revelation 8:7. 8:6, the 7 angels which had the 7 trumpets prepared themselves to sound, and the first angel sounded, and there followed hail and fire mingled with blood, and they were cast on the earth, and the third of the trees burned up, and all the green grass burned up. And the second angel sounded, and there was a great mountain burning with fire that was cast into the sea, and the third part of the sea became blood. So we know there's going to be 2 impacts on the earth. One is going to be this great mountain burning with fire that lands in the sea, where a third of the sea becomes blood. And the second is going to be the great star that falls from heaven, which is called wormwood. So some people believe maybe Planet X, or something to do with that, might be the great mountain burning with fire. Apophis, which is going to be passing by in 2029, April 13th, 2029, possibly hits the earth. That could be wormwood. I think we're all out of here by then. I think pretty much the Christians are wrapping up somewhere in 2024, 2025, based on my timeline. And if you're interested, you can look at my links below. That's based on a lot of study and Hebrew study, and a lot of members of a team working together, just that no man knows the day or hour, but we have a lot of clues. So I encourage you to go through those. But anyway, before that mountain burning with fire lands in the sea in Revelation 8, there is a lot of fire and hail coming down from heaven, fire mingled with blood. So we know that the end times are going to be somewhat like the children of Israel, when they went out of Egypt. And so we want to reflect on the in Exodus 9:22-25, when the Lord did the same thing. There was hail and fire mingled with hail, and it struck the land of Egypt, and it destroyed both man and beast and every herb of the field and tree. So remember, the picture of Exodus is a picture of our exodusing from the planet for God making the new earth, and how he's going to deal with the pharaohs of the earth is going to be a lot like the Egypt, just in a larger scale. So anyway, I was reading a little bit of information on this, which was interesting. So we know it's biblical, that then we might have a cloud of debris. We might have some, debris falling on the earth and it, hitting the earth. Now in Russia, I think if you guys remember, if anyone knew about the Russian asteroid that hit the earth in February 13th, 2013, that destroyed thousands of buildings. Thousands of people were injured. I don't remember if anyone died from that. I have a little short video. It's just something to watch for. These are the signs of the end time. So the next one that we know of, the really prophesied debris. So when Planet X goes by Jupiter, the debris from Jupiter is supposed to be hitting the Earth at some point in March of 2021. So the same different people I follow have different ideas about this, and it's also been in these NASA files that were uncovered. So anyway, the thing about the blood, fire mixed with blood, how is that falling from the sky? Well, we know that hail will fall from the sky, and we also know that comets consist of a lot of ice, so ice could be breaking off and falling. Of course, natural hail falls, and I had a hail the size of my hand the other day where I live. But I was reading this thing about, so certain rocks from heaven, rocks that are flying down from the atmosphere, are filled with iron oxide, and the Greek word for blood. So if Revelation, John was on the Isle, remember Patmos, and he was being quarantined there the end of his life. He, I'm sure, spoke Greek. I don't know a lot about it, but this makes sense to me that the Greek word for blood is hema, where we derive our words hemoglobin in the human blood, which consists of iron and hemite. So the blood, the fire mixed with blood coming from heaven, could easily be the iron oxide in the rocks that are coming down from heaven. So that makes sense to me. That could also be causing the sky to look red and the moon to look red and all of that stuff. So, like I said, I'm not a physicist. I'm not an astronomer. I've always been interested in these sort of things, but I'm very, very into the Bible. And the Bible is not that mysterious, really. A lot of things are really literal, like there's going to be falling hail, huge hail, and fire mixed with blood, which is possibly just these, stones of iron oxide flying through the atmosphere, at 40,000 miles an hour. So anyway, I just wanted to give you the heads up on that, and just knowing that's biblical. And I'm hoping, of course, I don't believe in the pre-tribulation rapture. I do believe that we will be here in some form, whether we are hidden or protected, or whether we are persecuted. I think it all is a matter of our calling or whatever the Lord has for us. So I do believe, though, we are not, I believe the Lord has come and got us when he comes in the cloud and he calls us up. Before we have these deep impacts on the earth, Planet X, Nibiru, or Apophis. So that's my belief. Please, just look things up and pray about it. I'm just throwing out stuff that I pray about and think about. And I encourage you all to do the same. And look up, for our redemption draws nigh. And hopefully we're not going to be hit with something debris coming from the heavens in the next 5 days. Hopefully the Lord will protect his own. But I think we should be watching. All right, that's my little video that I wanted to get out in time, and God bless you. And please look at my links. I just have a ton of information I've gone through to help you study for yourself and understand what the times are. All right, bye. God bless you.